size, length, axle to axle, height, and width. And we've got photographs. And will you be filling inside or will you be filling out the hydrant? Because we can fill in here, in the tankers. So with that information, then we figured out what they wanted. They told us what they wanted for clearance between equipment, off the ends. And we started placing the equipment in the bays where they wanted them. And they actually added this area because we had a bay right here. They felt that this was really necessary space, maintenance space, and clean up area for when you come back from a run, especially in the winter. Because all your pump, your hoses will froze and full of mud and whatnot, so we could lay the hoses out, wash them, run dry overnight. This building is fully sprinkled. The other one's not. There's radiant heat overhead, and there's a ventilation system in here with monoxide sensor to kick on. All overhead doors have operators and it can be operated from here. This is where they have their base station, all the radios, fax machines, computer station right here. We have a popcorn machine. We wanted a place to put it on the end of the countertop right here. It says a roll-up door. Sink, dishwasher, cooktop with hood, and then this freezer, refrigerator freezer with a teapot and whatnot. They have this that's going to get relocated to the existing building. One office, file storage, and storage. Oxygen.
I got this real back.
So now you got an idea of what it costs compared to what the estimate was for whether or not it'll work for you or not. We're not proposing that it would work verbatim. When we work with prototypes, usually most clients want to make some changes just based on how we operate. So we make the changes and try and preserve as much of the design work that's already done, because if we can do that, we can give you a discount on the fee. The only other thing I might add is usually you do have maybe some opportunities to take that $32,000 for septic tanks and drain fields and put it toward lift station and force main up to a sanitary sewer and then to the wastewater treatment. Because that'll also save you on the tank for the hazmat for the floor bins. So we've got those two categories on site cost right now. You could put toward the lift station and sanitary main. And then with the tank, hazmat tank on site, you have to hire somebody that's licensed to extract it out of the tank and dispose of it. Depending on how much washing you do inside, determines dictates how often you have to pump the tank. Cover everything?
Yeah. Al, just try to kind of answer some of you guys' questions. When we saw Alan's firm over there, he had the original plan that you guys presented before and gave it all the layout, the cost and everything. And we kind of asked him what other fire departments he had comparable to this that would accommodate how many trucks we have, how many firemen we have for training facility, still have a kitchen, possibly a sleeping room or something in case people do have to stay after. And that's what Al's presenting here, all these different fire departments. I don't know if everybody else picked up on that, but that's what Al's done here tonight, more or less, from what we've asked him to do. from our original plan.
Yeah, we asked Al to share his ideas of some of the buildings that he's been involved in us as the Board of Authority also have some ideas, and we will be discussing those next Monday night, so if anyone's interested, we'll be here at 7 p.m. and we'll talk about some ideas that we have and compare them to what we've seen tonight and try to get something going from there. Carrie, did you want to add anything?
I guess the only thing that I'll add, I think what Al presented tonight was kind of an overview of where we were a few years back and looking at 11,500 square foot building at the cost of over $2 million. It's not affordable. Our area does not have that kind of money in the budget to make those kind of payments over the next 40 years. So we have to scale back somewhere in this building to get it down to a cost that our area can afford. We may be able to afford a 7,500 square foot building, but surely at the cost of construction and site preparation, the 11,500 square foot building is just not obtainable at this point. So we have an alternative here, and I guess the other strong point is that this building that's going to be built in Merrill, we know exactly what it's going to cost because it's been bid out, so it's a good figure. It isn't somebody's saying, "Wait, I can build that for this much." No, this is what it was bid out at, and it will get built for that cost. And the $7,500 square foot building, I think, is about $1.5 million on our site, and that's affordable with the budget that the fire department now has. So.
Do we have a breakdown of the $1.2 million estimate of building? The original building, you have 2013 building cost of $1.2 million. I assume that's an estimate.
Broken down by categories. Building requirements, concrete, usually the swelling.
Right.
There's the breakdown. There's the functions, special construction.
Is this something I can hang on to, or is that?
Sure.
Okay.
So that's really, that's the one that's rebased. This is amendment 4,000.
My question for you guys, you guys plan on looking at some design build people too? Because we both got some prices last spring and that was about half that price. I'm not sure. I mean, they're both very reputable contractors. They do a lot of work in this area. And their price was, in fact, one guy says, "You give me $800,000, I'll do the building."
I can answer that, Craig.
Okay?
If that was true, then that construction company would have bid on this building and built that for $800,000 instead of it being built out for $1 million.
Well, they do steel buildings, and if it was spec'd out, I just don't know if you guys hopefully are looking at that.
FED
because-
built the original building, 600 and some, back 10 years ago. That same exact building that we're looking at. And they built it up in the Leland Peninsula. That was the price they told us they billed it
That was site work, everything.
That was site work, everything.
And it's all hearsay.
for. No, it's not hearsay. They came to a meeting, Kerry, and told us, showed us their bids.
We got a good price on this building because it was just bid out several months ago.
Okay,
So
this
there's no
comes right
discrepancy.
from the builder himself, that that's what he can do. You're saying that they're a bunch of liars?
All I'm saying is that if I was in the business of building buildings, I would have bid on that building for $800,000 if I
But
thought I could make money on it.
they're proposing a different building. You're trying to compare apples and oranges. FED had a plan that said this, we'll build this for 800,000. They don't care what they're doing down in America. You know, that, you can't compare that with what they have. And I don't think hearsay is when somebody slaps a plan down and says, I'll build this for that. I mean, these guys haven't said, I'll build this for that. Those are estimates, right? For the Beaverton building. Those are estimates.
Yeah.
Okay. The other was a firm price. So I don't know where you're getting the hearsay. I'd say this here is more hearsay.
All I'm saying is I can tell to all you people here, I can build that building for $600,000. What does that mean?
You
I'm not
aren't a
even
builder,
building.
FED is.
Wait, I don't want this to turn into an argument. I mean, that wasn't, Craig brought up a valid point when we did, put the original plans out to bid, and we received some numbers. And that's why I asked for an itemized or breakdown, because, you know, someone could give us a bid and there could be substantial things left out. Or, you know, if we have a breakdown of apples to apples to see, you know, what is it that we're actually getting? Because someone could give you a number and leave out a substantial part of it, or someone could, you know, really be increasing another part of it. We need to look at everything. I don't think there's anyone in this room that doesn't think we need to get this building done. It's just making sure that it is affordable.
We had 2 bids within $5,000 each.
We don't need the building getting done and downsized and paying more money than what the other bids we had found.
One thing about the bid, like, I was gonna say, what they're saying here, the $850,000 of builder's building for you, did they include the field there? You know, the work on land before the building got built up? I don't think that was included in that.
Dave Lang gave them the price.
Site work.
For the
Like,
site work.
work, you know, was
That's
on
their
it.
last fall bid, the paving.
Right.
Beaverton Security did the drain field.
That was all, they went right to them and had them bid them.
I guess, I mean, do we have any other questions for these gentlemen?
Yeah, how did you decide how big to build it?
We worked with the client from the fire department, the fire board.
No, I mean, what was the criteria?
We developed a program, space program, based on the number of spaces they wanted. Occupant load, size of the vehicles, the maintenance areas, all the things that they wanted in the building that would support their volunteer fire operation.
How wide is it?